Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? It's your boy, Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor, and today I'm going to talk about The Naked Gun 2025, which was released in theaters over the weekend. I went to the theater to go see it, so let's review. So The Naked Gun is I guess, reboot of the Naked Gun franchise in which we follow Frank Drebin Jr., who is the son of Leslie Nielsen's character from the original movies, Frank Drebin Sr. He works for the LAPD police squad and he investigates a tech billionaire that is doing some nefarious things. And there's comedy, hijinks, ridiculousness, and a lot of funny moments. Now, I have not seen any of the original Naked Gun movies, if I'm being honest, and I could have went back and watched those movies for the first time, but between everything else I was watching throughout the month and other things going on in my life, I just didn't have the time to sit down and watch these movies, all right? And if I'm being honest, I was just going to skip out on this, and then whenever this was available at home, I was going to sit down and marathon all of them. But I heard some of the reviews. Some of them were saying that it's one of, if not the funniest movie of the year, and so I was curious and wanted to get in on the conversation, so I went to the theater to go see it, and honestly, it really is one of the funniest movies I've seen this year. I ain't going to say it's the funniest movie I've seen this year, but it's definitely up there. I really enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would. Now, granted, I'm not saying this is like the Citizen Kane of comedy movies of 2025, but I enjoyed myself all the way through. There was not a moment where I either wasn't chuckling or laughing out loud. And the thing is, spoof movies are kind of a bygone era of comedies, and this movie is definitely a throwback to that era of comedy. I knew what I was getting myself into when I saw this movie, so I was able to just turn my brain off and just take it on its own terms, but it was still smartly written and clever on its own terms. Right down to this device at the beginning of the movie that they just call a plot device. Once I saw that, I'm like, alright, I know what I'm getting myself into. But the strengths in this movie rely on Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, who both play this otherwise conventional police procedural straight and just take in all the comedy bits with it. And I really mean that. Liam Neeson, he is playing this as serious as a car crash, and that is what works for this movie. Even Pamela Anderson, who I know is having a bit of a career renaissance right now, and she played this just as serious as Liam Neeson did. And side note, I didn't even know that the two of them are dating in real life. Well, I know they met on this when they were making this movie, and that's where they kind of connected. But they play well off of each other. They have good chemistry, as well as the rest of the cast. I'm telling you, like, I remember when I saw the trailer for this movie, I'm like, okay, but then I saw this trailer before I saw Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning earlier this year, and that moment at the end of the trailer where we saw the son of O.J. Simpson's character from the original movies, and the whole theater erupted in laughing. You know what I'm talking about. That bit at the end of the trailer, that was one of my favorite experiences in a movie this year. There's even a Bill Cosby joke in this movie. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but let's just say there was a joke pertaining to Bill Cosby that was out of pocket, but still got the biggest laugh out of me because I didn't know we could still make those kinds of jokes in 2025. Between Akiva Schaffer, Seth MacFarlane, who is known for creating Family Guy, and he's the producer of this movie, and Liam Neeson, Pamela Anderson, this movie just had all the right ingredients to make this one of the funniest movies of the year. This type of hero may not be for everybody, but it worked because it was a throwback to a bygone era of comedy and yet still felt fresh enough for modern audiences. I also commend this movie for having an hour and a half long runtime, which was just perfect for this kinds of movie. I didn't know these kinds of movies even exist anymore. Movies with short and reasonable runtimes. I'm going to give The Naked Gun the thumbs up emoji, but with the caveat of it possibly going up to a low hard eyes emoji the more I let this movie sit with me, and maybe once I go back and watch the other Naked Gun movies for the first time, I might feel differently about this movie. Maybe might even go up, but we shall see. But that's it for the day. Have you seen The Naked Gun? If so, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is your boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.